What up, world? It's your boy P Styles, and I'm chilling here with the girls.
Hello.
And Joe.
And this is Bash on Fridays, and this is our first, count it, one official show. We're talking about the rappers Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. And there's a lot of beef going on between the two rappers' fans. Personally, I love both of them. And I think they're both different, but a lot of people think otherwise. They think that Nicki Minaj is trying to be a Lil Kim.
Yep.
You know, to me, I think that both of them represent something very small in the music industry that is two female rappers. First of all, there's hardly any female rappers representing anything today. So, I mean, Nicki Minaj is holding the weight of a lot of, of a category that's very small, And yes, she is doing something that Lil Kim started. I'm not going to take nothing away from Lil Kim. Lil Kim did start sexiness with female rappers. Yeah. So with that said, Nicki Minaj is, carrying that through, but she's doing it in her own way. I never heard Lil Kim pronounce herself to be a Barbie. So, I know Nicki Minaj is not going to say, okay, Lil Kim is, the Barbie, so I'm going to be Barbie too, No, that's not original, People are not going to get into that. She's doing this Barbie stuff, and she's changing it up. She don't wear her hair. Lil Kim wore her hair,
Even the raps are not the same.
I mean, yeah, even the raps are not the same. I mean, you got Lil Kim who was sexy, swag, and you got...
More like nasty.
But, I mean, it was still swag.
And Nicki Minaj is more...
And Nicki Minaj is in your face. Boom, boom, with a pickup truck.
Nasty and degrading.
But you can say that about both because a lot of people say
exactly. That's why they come off to me as the same.
But I don't feel like they're the same. Okay, maybe what they're rapping about may be the same.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily talking about how they're rapping. I'm talking about the way they dress. The way they portray themselves, like even outside of rap. But like what it has done to them. Like
what has it done to them?
They come off as degrading women. Like Lil Kim is like the way, like the outfits that she wears. I mean, I know there's a way of looking sleek and nice and sexy, and a way of kind of covering up a little bit. I mean, even Alicia Keys does that, and she comes off to you as sexy, doesn't she? But she's not degrading her body. Why does it seem that they?
Well, maybe they're not degrading their body. Maybe they feel like they're comfortable in the skin that they wear.
Nicki Minaj is not really showing anything.
I mean,
really. I'm saying
she's a little.
I mean, it's a little up there.
It's the things that she says and
that's
how
what rap is, though.
But if you listen to what male rappers are rapping about, female rappers are just responding to what male rappers are doing.
That's why you should stick to old school.
Oh Lord, not dog. But
they were talking about gang banging and drugs too.
Black versus white.
But sometimes they talk about what's real.
Well, these people are talking about what's real in today. What drives today's media?
But how do you think they've got this far? They've used old school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Old school back in the day was a lot about gangs and violence and
we still have that today.
The whole black movement, but it's moved away from that, and that's not the center of our culture. The center of our culture is sex. Yeah. Sex sells. Therefore, Nicki Minaj, if you get a rapper out there looking,
then that means nothing that they rap about, nobody really cares. They're just talking about their body.
No, people do care because sex is the main thing that's driving media. Look at all the movies. You can have a movie about a scary movie, and in the middle of that scary movie is gonna be a sex scene. Why?
Multiple things.
They don't got nothing. You ain't got. If you run away from somebody, you ain't got time to have sex. I'm sorry, I don't.
Nasties. What was I gonna say?
Unless you like a sex addict, but then you gonna die.
And plus, they have to have like a look that they have. Like they look like a star. They don't.
Yeah, you have to have a look. I mean,
ugly.
Guys are not her fans. I'm not gonna say all her friends are guys because a lot of her friends aren't guys, but a lot of female girls out there are not gonna buy somebody
who's funny looking,
that's looking like they looking, like
like they good rolled out of bed, didn't brush their teeth.
I mean,
nasty.
She's not. I mean, yeah, she is. She raps about nasty stuff. Yeah, some of her suits ain't. But it's nothing like Lil Kim was, and I think she recognizes that, and I think she understands that. So I don't think she's trying to be Lil Kim. I think she's trying to be Nicki Minaj and what Nicki Minaj represents in 2010.
That's kind of like the same controversial issue like Aaliyah and Sierra. Like, you know how like Missy Elliott was all... No, I have.
I heard it.
Like how it almost seems like Aaliyah was, once she died, she was replaced by Sierra. You know how Missy Elliott was always with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Well, ever since now that she's gone, now it's all about Sierra and Missy Elliott.
Maybe she's just trying to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stay in the same...
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
That's what happens
People
to
mimic.
guys.
They use...
But, okay, people mimic, right? Look at Chris Brown, Usher, Neo, Justin Timberlake, Marcus Houston, and Omarion. Look at their videos, check out their videos, and one of their videos is going to have the same moves as Michael Jackson. Same move, same little storyline, you know? So, you know, you can't, I mean, music evolves, music goes with what's going on for that day, but I mean, you have to have something to look at. I mean, there are, you know, new inventions, but think about it. Everybody thinks T-Pain started the auto-tune. He didn't start the auto-tune. They were doing the auto-tune back in the day with, like, the Gap Band and stuff, you know? So, he just brought it back, like fashion. Everything just brings back. The Jerk. The Jerk ain't nothing new. The Jerk is old. It's just brought back with a little spice to it, you know? And everybody thinks it's new. Everybody thinks it's something, you know.
The new boys invented.
Yeah. So,
they really didn't.
Back to Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim.
Do you think they're fake?
Yes.
Do you think they're fake? No. Yes.
I think...
Depends on what you're trying to say, like, their appearance-wise, what they rap about, just them in general.
Yeah, overall.
Overall, I kind of...
What do you think?
I don't know, because...
Down to their hair and...
Okay, you know...
Everybody has fake hair.
I mean, but she's portraying a Barbie. Think about Barbies. They change different outfits and all that, you know.
Fake. Barbies are fake.
Yeah, they're plastic.
Plastic. Boom.
Yeah, okay. They are
plastic.
They are plastic. They are fake.
I actually think that Lil' Kim is a little more real than Nicki Minaj.
Why?
Only because
she's not carrying around the Barbie tile?
Not even that. It's just because, honestly, it almost does seem that she's copying because they portray kind of similar things. But because Lil' Kim was, like, original, I like, it comes off to me as if she just marched her own drum rather than Nicki Minaj. It kind of seems like she's trying to follow in her footsteps.
Well, she was the first.
Well, maybe she is following. I mean, maybe she's trying to bring back something that only one rapper did. You know, try to. I mean, think about it. After Lil' Kim she's pretty much died off. You know, I'm not saying that she's pretty gone. She's gone, but I mean, she's pretty much died off. Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper representing the game right now. That's known. You know, whether they hate her or whether they love her, she's talked about. You know.
Wasn't she like the first female rapper to like portray sexy too? That's probably why.
Who, Lil' Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean.
Eve copies her. What do you gotta say?
Eve, I liked Eve.
But Eve didn't really have. She didn't really do what what Lil' Kim did. You know, nobody's taking away anything from Lil' Kim, and I think that's what Lil' Kim's fans feel. I think that they feel that Nicki Minaj and, you know, her movement of fans are trying to take away and disown something that Lil' Kim has already did, you know, and I don't think that's what her fans, you know, I can't speak for her fans because, you know, you got some of those fans that argue and they don't even know what's going on. But Nicki Minaj herself and, you know, what she represents, I don't think she's trying to mimic what's already been done, because who mimics what's already been done? How far will you get if you are mimicking what's already been done? You know? But she is being her own self. So
I just think you support them both. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I think if you're gonna support Lil' Kim, then you should support Nicki Minaj. I'm not saying you have to like the way she raps. I'm not saying that you have to like the way she dresses or how she talks, because she do kind of talk like a baby. But I think you should support the fact that both of them represent something small in the music industries. So with that said,
we're out of time.
That's all, folks. That's the end of our show.
Have a good day.
So,
how do you end this?